Welcome to Immortal Realm. Starting our list with number 10, we have Kind or Die. This is one of the best underrated action fantasy manhwa. The pure of heart, Ardai, was born into a life of thievery. One day, he was taken away by Gliss, a powerful alchemist, to make a god instrument. His new fate leads him to save the king of country's top assassin, King of Hell. To repay him, Ardai is taken away by the assassin to receive intensive training. What will become of Ardai? Now this is one of those manhwas in which the main character starts off weak but then he becomes overpowered due to intensive training. The art here is very beautiful and we also have character development as well as the plot is also very interesting. So make sure to read this manhwa. Number 9 on our list is the magic chef of ice and fire. Nian Bing is the son of a fire mage and an ice mage. After both of his parents were killed by the Ice Lord, Nian Bing received both of his parents' magic gems. When Nian Bing was trying to escape from the Ice Lord's followers, he managed to cast both fire and ice magic at the same time. An impossible feat for a mage. He fell from the cliff unconscious and was saved by an old man. After he woke up, the old man gave him a food so delicious that he never tasted before. It turns out that the old man was a genius chef, also known as the Spirit Chef. And he wants Nian Bing to be his disciple no matter what. Is Nian Bing able to seek vengeance while aiming to become the greatest chef? Well, you will know after reading this manhwa. This manhwa has a good story and this manhwa is very interesting. And on number 8, we have Wizard's Martial World. At the age of 78, Midran, an archmage, is still searching for a way to reach 8th circle. But then something unexpected happens and he turns into a child and is sent to another world. Now in this world there is no magic. The only thing that exists in this world is martial arts. This is a world full of Murim. Will our main character Midran be able to recover mana from his past life and become the archmage of the 9th circle? This is the story of the archmage struggle in Murim. This is one of those manhwas in which the main character is very intelligent from the start and the main character is also very overpowered. The art style is very different from all those other manhwas, so it might take a while for you to adjust with it, but believe me guys, this is one of the best new manhwas that released this year. On number 7 we have this amazing masterpiece known as The Second Coming of Gluttony. I was lost in the world of gambling. I turned my back on my family and even betrayed my lover. I wasted every day of my life. It was the life of a trash. I was living the life of a trash. In order to change my pathetic life, I chose fantasy instead. Even then, it was the same story. I wondered if salvation would come at the end of the long road, but I was forced to kneel down in defeat in front of a powerful entity. The tower I built up with my own hands crumbled into nothingness. Just for once, I dearly wished to know the truth about myself. This is the story of how a person who was labeled to be a trash changed his destiny. He was summoned to another world and he remembered everything that he went through in that world. So, with the knowledge of the past, he becomes overpowered. He becomes unstoppable. The main character is very smart and the art here is very awesome. If you have not read this manhwa till now, then please make sure to read this manhwa. And on number 6 we have Shinsu Jeel Sword. Musang is a young worker at a restaurant. He dreams of winning the heart of Soyeon, the youngest daughter of a renowned family. He decides to become Shinsu Jeel Blade, a term that was coined after a convicted swordsman who placed beauty above everything. By a chance of luck, Musang gains a handbook that was written by a legendary master and he receives an unknown power. He starts an unusual swordsman journey in the Murim world. Will he be able to fulfill his goal? Well, this is the story of how the main character becomes overpowered after receiving an unknown legendary power. The art style of this manhwa is really very good and personally this is one of those golden manhwas that released this year. On number 5 we have Game of the Strong. A boy in debt finds a ring and his world turns diabolical in nature. What fate awaits the one whose ambitions make him lose his humanity? This is the story of a boy who receives a ring with unknown power, and how the wimp main character transforms into a guy who has literally no emotions. Although it only has a few chapters in English, but if you have read the Raws, then you know what I'm talking about. The main character literally becomes like Light Yagami from Death Note. If the translators continue to update this manhwa, then it is going to be one of the legendary manhwas. On number 4 we have this awesome masterpiece known as The Legend of ASURA, the Venom Dragon. The Yakmun clan, which boasted a long and ancient past, was wiped out in a massacre. The corpses piled up like mountains and the blood flooded like ocean water. Amidst this hell of despair, Sura opened his eyes. No one shall be spared. I shall kill everyone. It does not even end unless I have killed each and every one of them. Jin Ja Kang is the lone survivor of the Yangmun clan. On a day far in the future, the story of revenge against the Ganghyo Morimsa, which shall be recorded in legend, begins. Here, the art is super awesome and the main character is badass, overpowered and very ruthless. This awesome manhwa released in March 2021 and is going to be one of the best manhwas of the year. Number 3 on our list is The Dimensional Mercenary. Would you like to find a job, even at the cost of your soul? If so, then you have found the right place. Our job hunting website, Soul Sellers, is a site geared towards those who are even willing to sell their souls for employment. Are you dealing with angels or demons? That is what the main character thought. The main character, a 30-year-old freeloader, Chul Ho Kang, made a deal through this shady website, even selling his soul for the chance to earn money. In short, the main character travels to different worlds and in the body of different people, and generally most of these people are very weak. He has to complete mission in order to earn money, and those currency can be used in real life. This manhwa has a unique story, a unique concept and a unique art. So make sure to read this manhwa. On number 2, we have Black Abyss at Dawn. A door to a world of monsters emerged out of thin air. Those who possess superpowers now bear the responsibility of fighting them. Bai Yu, known as the strongest, died during his mission. After his rebirth, a mysterious system appears in front of him. He now follows the system, trains harder, and starts his journey back to the top to save humanity. Let me tell you, this manhwa is one of those manhwas which start with a flashback. The main character is retarded at the start of this manhwa. There would be times when you will feel very angry after seeing the arrogant main character. But believe me guys, just after reading 10 chapters you will start loving the main character because he becomes a completely different person after 10 chapters. So try this manhwa guys, the character development is worth it. And on number 1, we have Return of the Frozen Player. 5 years after the world changed, the final boss appeared. The final boss for Area Earth, the Frost Queen, has appeared. The final boss. If we can just defeat her, our lives will go back to normal. The top 5 players in the world, including Spectre Seo Jun-hoo, finally defeated the Frost Queen. But they fell asleep into a deep slumber. 25 years have passed. A second floor? Didn't it end with the Frost Queen dead? Spectre awakes from his slumber and the story begins. The manhwa released this month and all I can say is, it is a legendary manhwa. The art style, the main character, the story, everything is just perfect. And believe me guys, by the end of this year, this manhwa would be included in everyone's top 10 list. Thank you for watching and I hope that you enjoyed it. Could you subscribe to our channel so that whenever I upload a new video, you would be the first to be informed. Thank you very much guys. You are the best. Have a very beautiful day.